Someone told me that if I hold a bottle of beer in my hand, this would be a lot easier to do. So, my name's Alex Langley, and I want to welcome you to the Unkink Your Think channel. This, I wanted to... This channel was part of an idea that started a long time ago when I was watching a film short called Boundin, made by Pixar. I think it was before Toy Story. I'm going to research that and get right back to you. I just got to Google it. Kalamazoo Stout. It's pretty good. Oh, it was before The Incredibles. Okay, so I just looked it up. So Boundin, directed by Luckey for Pixar, is a story about a sheep, a handsome sheep. Basically, I want you to go find this video. I'll see if I can provide a link to it, but watch it and listen carefully to the advice given to the sheep by a creature that comes along, something about a pink something. Basically, from that, there's a phrase in there that is the inspiration of the name of this YouTube video. And over the course of my career, I've grown up a lot. I'm 50 years old, and as of 2020, when I started in my career, I thought I was well educated and really well prepared, and I learned a lot of lessons they didn't teach you in school. And a few of those broad lessons include, sometimes you just gotta work hard to get the job done, not because you like it, but just because it needs to be done. And also just in, I guess, growing up and going through some early relationships and learning about myself. One of the things I learned about myself at a younger age was that I can be pretty hard on myself and hold myself to a high standard, maybe to a higher standard than other people would. And then I'd wonder, well, why do I work so hard? I've got the education, the drive, the skills to accomplish X, and either it doesn't work the way I planned, or I'm not as happy as I thought I would be when I was done. And in reflecting on that, I learned about really what I think everyone deals with, which is kind of a negative thought loop. So about a year and a half ago, in 2019, I was looking on YouTube for some content to prepare for a leadership presentation I was going to give to my fellow managers. And I came across a video of Mel Robbins talking about, why don't I look it up? Going over to Google. I'm going to put a link in the show description to make this easier for you. If you watched my first episode, you already heard about this talk that Mel Robbins gave. Okay, Mel Robbins, 2 B's, 5-second rule. Okay, she's got, looks like Mel has a book called The 5 Elements of the 5-Second Rule. I actually saw her talk on YouTube. Let's see, YouTube. How to Beat Self-Doubt in 5 Seconds by Mel Robbins. It's a longish video, 46 minutes apparently, and it's kind of in the middle where Mel starts talking about this negative thought cycle and breaking out of it. And there's something that she said which really stuck with me, which is basically the way I took the lesson was, instead of thinking of things as succeed and fail, think of it as succeed or survive. If you do something and you succeed, great, keep doing that. If you don't, you still survived, right? You can learn from that experience, inspect and adapt, as we say in Agile philosophy, and basically try something a little different, maybe tweak one thing and try it again, right? And so that was very impactful, that the way that she phrased it. So I encourage you to watch Bounding. then watch Mel Robbins' video, How to Beat Self-Doubt in 5 Seconds, and maybe even check out her book. I think I'm going to put that on my reading list. Maybe someday Mel will actually honor me with her presence on the Unkink Your Think channel. But the point is that whether from my own life experiences or those experiences of people I know, because by the time you reach 50, you've got probably a few stories about success and I survived, maybe I'll try something different, that in sharing those stories with you, you might find encouragement or suddenly think of an alternative approach to whatever you've been working on, or at least take comfort in knowing that it's just part of the human experience that you're going to try things, they're not always going to work, but you're still breathing, you're still alive. Maybe just check out a couple things, change a couple variables in your experiment, or maybe get another perspective which can unblock you and then help you on a slightly different kind of path towards your goals. So some of the episodes will be me talking to you and talking about what's been going on in my life, or a life lesson from 2 decades ago that I remember, things that friends taught me that encouraged me or made me see things a different way, stuff that I needed to hear, things that I learned myself the hard way. And hopefully from that you might find some suggestions on trying something different, or again, at least taking comfort in knowing that other people succeed and survive, and that's part of life. My wife and I moved to Minnesota in 2005 at a time when our firstborn was just over a year old. We were looking for a more affordable place to live, and at that time I was working for a company in a software department and was able to move my office from one company location to another. And I want to say thank you to Mark, who was my boss for much of my time so far that we've been in Minnesota. Not currently my boss, but a former boss that I respect, and it partly was his willingness to let me move from Southern California to Minnesota, and eventually I joined his team, and he was a great mentor to me. So basically, I think what I want to do for the rest of this episode is just ask you to remain curious. I do have a list of people in mind that I want to reach out to and invite to be on this channel. These include coworkers present and past, former teachers of mine, my family, friends who I remain in contact with and who have helped me in my life, who've helped me see things a different way, who've helped me unkink my own think. Because I think and I hope that sharing these stories and gathering these folks together who are willing to tell their stories of success and survival will somehow help you. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave comments that you have below. I hope you'll subscribe if you haven't already. You can click the bell to get notifications when I post new videos to this channel. Like it if you liked it, and please share with some friends and family members, and I will see you next time. And remember, if at first you don't succeed, step back, unkink your think, and try something different. Thanks for watching.